Good morning. Hello, 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 collective. This is going to be a quick morning energy read for you. I was actually finishing up some readings and I was just putting my cards, gathering them up to put them up, but I had two cards fly out while I was doing so. And so I want to go ahead and address these cards before I get started my day. But I had wedding rings come out. Here, you guys, can you see? Lovely picture too, right? Wedding rings come out. All right. So somebody's just very suspicious right now about somebody that they're possibly in a relationship with, a commitment to. Um, if they're married, they're suspicious about their partner's behavior. All right. But they're also feel like they want to. There's some misunderstandings going on between you, some arguments, and they're very anxious about where their future goes with you, about your relationship, where they stand with you, how you see them. They want to come in and they want to compromise with you about their behaviors, okay? They feel like their life is spinning out of control, and they definitely want to come towards you to come out of, you may be in no contact with this person and come out of this standstill, this stagnant state that they're in with you. All right. They are aware that it's possibly due to some risky behaviors that's causing this suspicious between you guys or made you suspicious about them, to alert you to what was possibly going on. They feel like their life is just headed nowhere, and nowhere fast, you know. There's an imbalance in their relationship, definitely an imbalance in the relationship between the two of you. This person now is in a period where they're lacking self motivation. They're not really wanting to do anything. Um, they may be traveling at night, traveling towards you at night, just taking a spur of the moment risk to come at you, to say something to you, to say they want to balance this relationship. All right. This is somebody who's definitely in their emotions. They're blowing hot and cold. They may have some transportation issues going on with their car, their vehicle, all right, and they may be needing to take an Uber to come towards you, or borrow someone's car, or use someone else to come towards you. But I feel like this person is being guided with this headlight on here. They're being guided to come to your direction, to say something, to speak up, all right, to, they can't take it anymore. They just can't take it anymore. They're in their emotions. They're wanting to take a new path, head in a new direction, all right? Possibly even leave a marriage to come towards you. What's going on with this person? What are some of the secrets this person's keeping? And I want to know who this person, I want to try to profile this person for you. This person definitely want to come in your direction. They want to take a new path in life, all right? Okay, I have two cards coming out. Yeah, they want to balance something with you. They want to make another choice. They want to heal what you have. They see you healing. They're doing some introspection. They're taking a look at their life, and they want to heal the relationship between you, bring some balance to it. This is somebody who made some bad choices, and they feel like they're dealing with the consequences in their life. Um, they possibly gave you mixed signals. They know that they led you on. They know they played a lot of games with you. This is somebody that you had history with, was possibly in a twin flame relationship with, someone that left a lot of scars. This is somebody that that dealt with some scars from their past, some past baggage that they had that they did not heal, that now they're wanting to take the time to heal. All right. They realize they gave you mixed signals. They no longer want to give you mixed signals. And they want to come in and they want to clarify this with you. All right. They just want to tell you that they were complex. They were confused. They didn't know which direction to go in with their life. They were conflicted. All right. So yes, possibly they chose a different direction, but now they want to reroute that, make a U-turn, come back towards you. They now feel like they now know what they want to do. They want to take a new direction in their life. All right. Again, I feel like this person is being guided towards you because they're longing for you, missing you. They want to come and celebrate. They're saying, "Let's talk, please. Can we fix this? I want reconciliation. Yeah, I gave you my signal. I may have been out here celebrating, and I caused you to walk away because I was, dating other people. I couldn't make up my mind. I didn't know what I wanted to do. All right, this is somebody that needed to learn to believe in themselves, have faith in themselves. I felt like this is somebody that had insecurities and they were trying to cover that up from you. They didn't want you to see that. So they turned their back on you. They went somewhere else where they felt comfortable, okay? They did not feel, you just had so much light to you, so much shine to you, so much positivity. You came across like you really just had your life together. You knew what direction you wanted to go into. Um, You spoke your mind, your peace. You were just comfortable with your authentic self. All right. You could be someone that could be possibly a life path number 9. I don't know why I'm feeling that, but you just come across like an old soul, like you've been here many times before, and I feel like you dealt with a past love, okay, and you had a past life with this person, and like when you guys met, you could have been married in a past life, and this could have really been a twin flame for you, and you just ignited something within them. This was definitely a spiritual bond for sure. For sure, a spiritual bond. And this person, they felt the intensity of this relationship, and they got scared. They walked away. Yeah. But now they're exhausted. They're not sleeping. They're in their head about what's going to go on. They feel empty without you because you walked away. They're dealing with a lot of burdens right now. The burden of being lustful. The burden of playing games with you. Being in their headspace. Not being able to make a decision. They know that they're the reason that you walked away, and it's tugging at them. Now they feel stuck. They're stuck in the head. They feel trapped possibly on this path that they've chosen. They feel like you're not going to forgive them. This is somebody that want to take some time to themselves. They're exhausted. They're really tired. They're tired of this cycle that they've been on. They feel like they have no option but to come towards you and express how they feel, to tell you how they're trapped in their mind, that they were conflicted about the direction that they wanted to go in their life, but now they've made up their mind. They're just really longing for you, really missing you. This was somebody that was chasing material things. They thought it was all about money. They thought it was about wealth. They thought it was about power. They thought it was about an image. They weren't focused on the things that really matter in life, love. Yeah, this is a very materialistic person living a fast life. I'm telling you, we have a car and we have a bicycle. This person wants to change directions. This person definitely could be having some transportation issues. Maybe they lost a car. Something's going on with their vehicle. What else do we got? I think something might be going on with their finances as well. They definitely want to have a new beginning with you. You may have had a child with this person. They see a feminine energy. They see you as being nurturing mother. You could have be pregnant from this person, or they just want to come in and have a new beginning with you, a new start with you. They miss your gentleness, your kindness, your loving spirit. They don't like the distance that's between the two of you guys at all. You're definitely in separation. If you're married, this person separated from them, or this person could be looking at separating from a marriage that they're in to come towards you, because that marriage is not nurturing. All right, it's more about a material support, codependency, money. It's a financial. It's not built on love. If they're in something else. This person kept a lot of secrets from you. You could have been in a third party love affair with this person and you find out about it, so you withdrew, you distanced yourself, you let it go because you didn't want any parts of that. You don't want to be engaged in something. And with you, it's either you're all in or you're all out. It's you're not into sharing because you are the divine feminine. You have divine energy. So you're not going to willingly go into a situation where you have to share someone, where someone can't give you their all because you're giving your all, so you want their all in return. You're not willing to allow yourself to be somebody's just dirty little secret or fling on the side. It's not the energy that you possess. You're not going to put yourself in competition or be in these third party relationships. And you really have this person stressed out in their head. They're really worried now. Will you take them back? Will you forgive them? Will you be able to give them a second chance? They're feeling that they're really not worthy of your love at this point. They're really doing some self reflection, looking at what they did, why they played, how they played you, these mind games they put you in, this indecision that they weren't able to make, the toxicity that they may have going on around them. They're probably dealing with a lot of arguments right now. They feel like they're not even compatible with the person that they chose over you. They feel like the compatibility was really with you. And that's because I feel like you guys had a past life with each other, a spiritual bond for sure. You were, I feel like this person's twin flame, something very different for them, but they just couldn't get out of this lustful way. They felt trapped. They feel trapped. They feel trapped possibly in a marriage that they're in, that there's a lot of arguing, a lot of fighting going on. All right. Again, it's not based on love. Maybe just sexuality. Maybe somebody that they can just party with, celebrate with, deal with toxic behaviors with. They're hiding a lot from you. And a lot is being hidden within this dynamic, this relationship. They realize they deceived you by not being open with you and telling you what was going on with them. Jesus. Tell me more. Tell me more. You saw that something wasn't right with this. You knew something was being concealed. This person has a lot of sexual chemistry for you. They're doing a lot of reminiscing about the intimacy you guys shared, the love that was there, the unconditional, the energy you had. They wish they would have listened to their intuition and chose you. But this person just didn't know. They just didn't know what direction. They didn't know what to choose. They were trying to figure themselves out. They could have gone towards a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, or you could be a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Definitely this person's in their emotions with the water being out here, all right? They're being spiritually guided, again, to come towards you. I feel like they have a lost one watching over them. You definitely have lost ones watching over you, guiding you. And the loved one is probably trying to guide them back towards you. And they're trying to listen to their intuition at this time. They feel like they ignored some red flags in the past, but they're paying attention now. Again, see, pregnancy, divine feminine. They want to start over. They want to have a new beginning with you. All right. Or someone could be expecting, somebody could be pregnant, and someone could have had a child on you. But definitely somebody is willing now to face, they're facing some challenges in their life, possibly with someone that they had a child with. Okay, but they're making a decision to work on themselves, to work on healing themselves so that they can come towards you, to open up, to have a new love beginning with you. I feel like that's somebody that heart was closed to you in the past, and now they want to open their heart up to you. They want to express this to you as well. They don't want to live this toxic lifestyle anymore. They want new love. They're tired of repeating a cycle. So we have cycle, we have bicycle. They want to choose a new path. They want a new beginning. Yeah, see, communication issues, car issues, transportation issues. They don't like the route that they're on, the path that they're on. They know that they put you in third party and they just keep repeating a cycle in their life, and they want to get off that cycle. Someone's definitely coming towards you. It's too much. Bicycle, car, plane, all this transportation. Someone's traveling towards you for sure. They are traveling towards you now that they're figuring themselves out. They're watching you. They're doing research on you. They're finding out more about you. They're finding more about themselves. They want to know what you're up to, what you have going on, if you've moved on, if you moved on for good, because you turned your back in a situation, because you're not communicating with this person. So I'm going to be thinking about moving out of the house, definitely moving on from a lifestyle, moving on from a pattern of behavior, moving on from something that's not working. You definitely moved on for something that wasn't working for you, but somebody wants to move on and take a new path. They may have been with a narcissist, or they could have been a narcissist, okay? Full of themselves, their ego, their pride got in the way. Someone definitely feel like you put a love spell on them because they've never felt this way before. And that's because this is a spiritual bond. I think this was a past life relationship, all right? They're wanting to do something different, change their behavior. They feel like you have bewitched them. You making them see things differently now. So they want to move on. They want to move on. They want to move on for something that's not working for them. They want to put an end to something in their life, move towards you. Somebody might be going through a divorce right now. I told you somebody could have been married. They're experiencing a breakup, or they want to move on because they're tired. They are burned out. They're tired of feeling empty. They're tired of arguing. They're tired of drama. They feel like they're incompatible with something. They want to release something from their past. They want to release something that they're in to come towards you. I'm telling you, they want to follow their heart. They have a loved one on the other side guiding them. They want to confess this to you too. They want to open this up to you, and they want to tell you what the hell is going on with them. They want to tell you about mistakes. Who is this person? Personalize this for me, spirit guides. Personalize. Who is this person for my collective? Who is this person with this broken heart for my collective? Somebody that couldn't figure out their sexuality. They couldn't figure themselves out. Either they are bisexual, they're dealing with somebody bisexual, or they just couldn't figure themselves out. They needed time to figure out what they wanted. What this we had the bicycle. They were repeating a cycle. They had two directions they needed to choose from, okay? Yeah, somebody that saw you and knew that they wanted a relationship with you. They knew they wanted a future with you. They knew they wanted to take your relationship to the next level, but they were conflicted about how to go about it. And possibly because they were in another situation. They didn't know which direction to choose between you and someone else, all right? There's somebody that's feeling very miserable now. They're in their head. And they're possibly with somebody that they're miserable with, all right? Maybe somebody who could be a dancer, a stripper, but they want to strip this person out of their life, this way of life, okay? Somebody that now wants to speak something to you. See, they were hiding something. There's a card hiding behind here. Somebody now that wants to be outspoken. They want to speak something to you. Yep, see, we did have bisexual, same-sex relationships. Somebody could have been confused about their sexuality. Something could have happened to this person in their in their childhood as well. Somebody definitely wants to move towards love now. They're being very attracted to you. This person could be a Taurus with Venus. Their Venus rules. It could be a Taurus, or it could be a Libra as well. They're starting to see the beauty in you. They want something that now has value. They want a relationship with value, with love. And not just sex, not just material. Now we have a car, a Jeep. Somebody could have a Jeep, or just, again, a car. They want to travel towards you, okay? I don't know why I just felt like Jeepers Creepers, like somebody's spying on you. And it could be really spying on you, watching you, trying to see what you're up to, all right? Give me something else. I have addictions, possibly sex, gambling, alcohol, drugs, pills, something you didn't know about. You're addicted to a certain lifestyle they needed to let go. Something that is not in their best interest. That's not, they want to change their direction. They definitely want to change the direction. I love you, but I can't be with you. That's because they're involved in something else they need to get out of. Again, they were in their sexuality, their sacral chakra, or something they need to let go. They're in their emotions. Someone's definitely trying to manifest you back, though. See, it keeps coming up. Car keeps coming up. We have Jeep. We have this car with Mercury. Something may happen in Mercury retrograde. The next the next Mercury retrograde is in November. Okay, someone's definitely could be traveling towards you during that time. They're moving towards you. We have plane, we have car, we have moving. Somebody needs to move out. Maybe someone's looking at moving out, getting divorced, moving on from a situation. We have bicycle. It's too many forms of transportation out here. Somebody definitely wants to go towards a new life, move towards you for sure. There's no doubt about it. There's no mistake in this. They want to move towards you. They want a new beginning with you. All right. Burning incense. Yeah, they're trying to manifest you back with this burning their incense. All right. They're meditating. They're going within. They're doing introspection. All right. They feel like they've been betrayed. They feel like they betrayed you. They're worried. They're definitely worried in their head that they can get this back together, that they can work this out with you. They want a new beginning for sure. I'm healing. They're healing. They're trying to do some healing on themselves. And they might be doing this in secrecy. They may not be telling people that they're trying to heal. They're just going to make an abrupt move. This is somebody that's going to make an abrupt move, all right, because they're longing for you. Give me one or two more. You separated from this person. You could definitely have a child with this person. They want to stop this pattern behavior that they're in. They want to move forward towards something else. You moving towards your spirituality for sure. With church being out here, you could have been dealing with a religious person. Somebody could live in your church, visiting a church, trying to go towards their healing with church. You go to church, you pray, you manifest, you want to heal something. You're asking for help, you're asking for guidance. Something got to go towards you. It's somebody with dominoes, somebody who played games. Somebody who played games with you, gave you mixed signals. They were shy, really. They played games with you because they were too shy to tell you how they're really feeling, what was really going on with you. But now they're trying to find the silver lining behind this. What was this meant to be? They're trying to find what was all of this about. They're now starting to see what this was about, okay? This relationship that they needed to heal. I didn't choose him or her. My family and friends did. They probably went towards a situation that they were in because their family thought that they needed to be in that situation. Again, they could have had a child with. They were involved in a family situation. They wanted to let it go, but they were trying to people please, trying to make their family happy. They missed the red flags. They didn't pay attention. They ignored the red flags. They're telling me they're coming back. I ignored the red flags, but I'm coming back. You taught this person a lesson with teacher. You taught this person a lesson. They feel like they're really learning a lesson behind this. This was a twin flame. You came in to mirror something to them that they needed to learn. Somebody could be dealing with health issues. They definitely need to repair their heart with health being out here. Health issues can arise with this person dealing with something. Someone was definitely in the middle. It was a third party. Somebody was trying to sabotage this relationship. Again, I didn't choose you. My family did. I didn't choose that. My family did. All right. My friends did. They got into a third party relationship that someone introduced them to, or someone wanted them to be with, listening to their family. They want to communicate this to you. They want to tell you they're coming back. They want compromise with you. They want you to compromise with them. Expect to hear from them soon. Definitely with all this traveling coming in, because you left an imprint on this person's life. All right? You did. You left a mark on them. Someone who lied to you. Someone who felt like you can't trust them. Somebody that was being sneaky. Somebody that you felt like you had to let go of because you couldn't trust them anymore. Okay? You didn't want to build on that relationship. You didn't want to go any further because something came to light to you. Yeah. See, something came to light. There's a lot of passion between you and this person. This person also could be dealing with you could be dealing with a fire sign or have fire sign in their chart, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. You felt like this person may feel like they got involved with the fire sign as well, a gold digger, or you felt like this person was using you. You felt like you were being used by this person, either for your energy, for your money, for sex, but you felt used. You felt like this person was manipulating you and using you. So you felt like you couldn't trust this person anymore, especially with the liar, so you let it go. All right. This person could have been committed to somebody else, or they just weren't committed to you. They may have felt like their things were getting too serious between you guys, and that's why they pulled back. They lied to you because they were too shy to tell you how they really felt. They had to hide their feelings. Okay. They didn't want to tell you that they were with somebody else in another relationship. But they're hoping that with time things will heal between you. Things can get better. You can get on a better foot. They don't like the distance between you. They want to move closer in. They want to come in closer to you, and they're definitely trying to manifest you back into their life. They may be dealing with some addictions. They may have given too much. Somebody was codependent on them. They're dealing with some financial struggle. Definitely some unhealthy habits that they may have. You could have been dealing with a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. I told you I felt like you was dealing with a Taurus earlier, Taurus or a Libra, because we did have the Venus out here, and that is Venus ruled. Okay. Yeah, this person feel like they're running out of time too, and their patience is running thin with their situation because they want to hurry towards you because they can't stand the distance between you guys, the emotional distance, the physical distance, you ignoring them. This is 4 o'clock. On this time, they're working on their stability, their structure. They told you they might be dealing with some financial issues, right? Some financial struggles, but they want to take you out. They want to talk to you. They want to express something to you, okay? But you need to be cautious because there's a lot of information that needs to come to light. They're not telling you everything, all right, that's going on. But see, there's somebody that's definitely traveling towards you, they're traveling towards you. They want to get out something at the end. They want to travel towards you. With infinity, this is somebody that they repeated a cycle. This is somebody that sees you as a happily ever after. This is a past love that you dealt with. A ram. This person could be an Aries fire sign, or they could have a ram, a truck, a Dodge Ram. You intimidate me. You intimidate me. The intensity of your relationship definitely intimidated them. See, wait, hold on. Something's hiding. Again, this person was hiding. They were hiding something. This is a type A personality you dealt with. Very competitive. Somebody who felt like they needed perfectionists in their life. A very organized person that feel like they always need to have things in order. And this is coming something that could have held back from you. They felt like they didn't have their life in order, so they didn't want to come towards you not having their life in order, but they wanted to hold on to you because they were conflicted. They were puzzled about what to do. They hid from you. They hid a lot from you. They want to come in and fix this. Plumber, they want to come in. They want to fix this. They want to repair this. They want to repair this with you. What's the energy? Yeah, you're getting away from them. You're getting away from them. You walked away from them. You stood out too. You were different. With you being white, them being black, they were used to a certain lifestyle, a certain type of person, a certain type. And you came in so different. This was a spiritual connection. You guys were opposites, but you balanced each other out. But you're running from this situation. You're going on your spiritual journey. You're chasing something, going out to the open world. And this person, as much as they wanted to be with you, as much as they were attracted to you, they felt like they could not release what they had. Rather, it was a limited belief, their way of thinking, commitments that they had. They were too shy to tell you what was going on. You stood out. See, you were never meant to just blend in and be in the background with this person. You definitely stood out to them. 17, you were the star. You were the star. They're being spiritual guided to come back towards you. But they're moving very slowly. And they're moving slowly because they know that they need to work on some things that they have going on. I told you they might be trying to build their money up. They may be dealing with some constraints, some financial. They need to put it into something with 13. They need to put it into either a certain lifestyle They need to put it and they need to let something go. And they were hesitant about letting something go. But they know that you are valuable. They know that you are something worth holding on to. And they don't want to let you go. They're starting to see what's the meaningful thing, the value in life. You guys are total opposites. So what this was your twin flame. This was your twin flame. You guys are total opposites, but you balance each other out. You're like night and day. What else? Gosh. Give me something else with the energy of this. Yeah. This person held back. They couldn't let go of their material comforts. They didn't want to let go of what they built, what they had, their reputation, the family. They didn't want to let go their home life, their structure. And this is somebody that was confused about that. They were confused. You made this person feel like home. You brought out feelings in this person that they haven't felt in a very long time, possibly from childhood. You hold the key to this person's heart. No matter what they have, what relationships, what they're dealing with, who they're with, you hold the key. You are the key to their life. But they just can't let go. They're afraid. This is somebody that's afraid to let go of their comfort zone to come. They were afraid in the past to let go of their comfort zone. And they regret letting you go, not speaking up, not chasing you. And they want to come towards you now, but they're afraid it's too late. That's the problem. They're afraid it's too late. So you transformed. You moved on. You elevated. You got balance in your life and you moved on. But they want to come in and balance this with you. They really do. With 48, this goes to a 12. They're ready to surrender to you. They're ready to surrender. You surrendered this. You gave this to the universe. You said, I surrender. I let go. It's going to be what it's going to be. You start looking at things from a new perspective. You know, you gained a new perspective. You balanced your life out. You're like, you gave it to the universe to just determine, like, what's your fate. Yeah, you healed what you needed to heal, and you manifested in the beginning. You alchemized what you went through with the situation, and you're in your power. You regained your power. You're on your spiritual journey. You learned the lesson. What was the spiritual symbols? What was the spirit? What was cross? Mental suffering, physical sin, a sinful lifestyle. I'm telling you, this person's living a negative lifestyle. They got a lot going on. They feel like something's missing out of their life. They're dealing with a lot of distress. They're disappointed. They're disappointed with their decisions. They're in a mental headspace for sure. With a lot of regret. Because they were chasing money, material things. That's what their focus was on. They were hiding stuff from you. They were greedy. You know, they gave into temptations, definitely. They were being stingy. They were spending their time, their heart. This was somebody that's very thrifty, that's a squanderer. They want to hold on. They wanted to hold on to their material assets, whatever they built, whatever they had. They were afraid to let that go, afraid of the unknown. That was the thing. They put money, material things over love, and now they're regretful. They're feeling regret of that decision. They put you in a love triangle. They were holding on to you and someone else. They put you in third-party situations. They didn't want to make the difficult decision to let something go, to put it into a certain lifestyle, to put it into a relationship. Maybe somebody that they've known from childhood, someone they've grown up with, somebody spent a lot of time with. This is somebody that couldn't let go of of a failed relationship. A relationship they know they needed to end, they did not want to end. Okay, but they definitely want to put an end to the disagreement between you guys. There was a third wheel. There was third wheel interaction. And you know, I did have a card in here to say something came between us. There definitely was a third party that came between you. It's too much to go through right now. Too many cards on the board. But I know I gave you that something came between us. They lied. That's this point blank simple. This person was lying to you. They gave you a false sense of hope. They manipulated you. That's the thing. This person needed outside validation. With craft person, they needed outside validation to make them feel worthy, because they couldn't communicate with you. They were uncommunicative. They couldn't communicate with you what was going on in the inside of them. But you saw that this person, all right, this person's very moody. This person could have been a workaholic that you dealt with. They misinterpret things. They react very impulsively, especially with a fire sign, with Ram. They act very impulsively, and then after they act, and then they sit back later, they look at their decisions and they realize they messed up. But this is somebody who just can't communicate. They don't want to communicate with you what they did. They don't want to come in really on their truth. This is somebody that doesn't really say, I'm sorry. You know, they have a lot of pride. A lot of pride. Ooh, a jumper. Because they want to, you're achieving something, or you're achieving some type of success. And this person always needed to be in the limelight. This is the thing. This person needs the outside validation to feel like they are achieving something. And even when they achieve something, they feel like it's not enough. This is somebody who's full of themselves. They think that their worth comes from outside validation, from their achievements. They need to heal. They need to heal some things. This is they either you dealt with a cutthroat person, or they're dealing with a cutthroat person. The only thing they see is they want to be an achiever. This is somebody who always has to be an achiever. Or their with somebody needs to be with an achiever. Their wealth, they feel like whatever they achieve, their validation comes from what they achieve. Somebody's getting tarot readings on you, or watching tarot. That's crossing. Or you may be a tarot reader like myself. Somebody's definitely trying to find their purpose and find themselves. With balloons out here. This person was full of empty promises. They got into a lot of superficial relationships. They were easily persuaded to go elsewhere, all right? They were detached. But this person, even as much as it is outside validation, they're detached because they're fragile in the inside. They're feeling empty. They're full of hot air. They deal with people who's full of hot air. They just go wherever the wind blows. Give me one more. Let me wrap this up. This person needs to heal. You dealt with somebody that needs to heal. They want to come towards you. They're longing for you. They need to heal. They got a lot going on in their life. You see them as a liar, but they're trying to manifest you back. All right? Somebody that's very opinionated, very compulsive. They make some compulsive decisions. They put you in competition. They're perfectionists. They needed things to be perfect. They dealt there's just I'm telling you, it's a lot of workaholic on here. They're trying to work to cope with themselves. Very vain, very egotistic, very controlling. Ooh. That's the problem. They may not come to you and tell you what's going on, but things came to light. Things definitely came to light for you. And this person is folding under pressure. I told you it's an egotistical person with sun here. Things came to life. And somebody's dealing with some health issues. Somebody has some minor health issues going on. Give me an angel message for this, for my collective. Give me an angel message. This all started with them wanting to come in and fix things. They want to move towards you. They want to fix things. They want to get out of this misunderstanding. They want to clear up some misunderstanding, but they really don't know if you're going to trust them, if you're going to believe them. But it's up to you. I mean, you definitely need to wait to see some signs. You need to wait for some things to come to the surface, for some, because all the information that you read, there's definitely going to be more information needs to come towards you. But the decision you make if this person comes back toward you is up to you. The universe is going to support you either way that you go. But they really want you to wait, look for the signs, wait for more information to be revealed to you, because everything is not going to be revealed to you at once. You know, in the near future, more information will come out that's going to be pertinent to you with making a proper decision. So you really should wait, and maybe wait for something else more abundant, something that they have planned for you, because you will be abundant. Okay, you do have blessings coming towards you in the near future. But whether or not you decide to take this person back is definitely up to you. You know, I'm just here to give you information. The universe wants you to use discernment, use your intuition. Do wait for clear signs. Wait for the perfect timing. Yeah, you need to wait for the perfect timing. This is my message for you. What's this person's intentions? What intentions are to come towards you? I don't know why I asked that. That was a stupid question. Their intentions are to come towards you. Can you trust their intentions? That's the question. The universe is saying, wait. Yeah, I'm not even going to use this card. I'm going to end it with that, with what I said. Wait. Okay. This person's still keeping secrets. Everything's not good. That's why you need to wait. So it's something holding them back. They're still holding secrets. Even when they come towards you, they're going to be holding something back. That's why the universe is saying, wait. Wait for a sign. Okay. It's up to you if you choose to take them back, but you really need to wait, because it's more information to come out, and it's going to come out in time. And they would prefer that you actually just wait on them, because they do have something coming for you that's going to be very abundant. It's something being hidden from you, something not, everything is not as it seems. There's still stuff being hidden from you, okay? This is my message. Do with it what you will. I'm sending you light, love, blessings. Have a great day.